and won't let you sleep because this is something interesting and practical, and for those people who are working in cancer hospital, definitely it is of interest. It's of interest for everyone, but it's not like that, because in cancer hospital invariably you have too much of lines whenever you want to give chemotherapy. So it is not only that we'll be talking about the central line and the bundle, and then I'll talk about some modifications which we people have done according to the Indian scenario, because I belong to a cancer hospital. So I'll tell you something what can be done, because lines are important and you can't do away when you are working in the hospital. Any patient who has come, definitely he needs lines. चाहे फिर वो IV cannula हो, central line है, PICC line and port is there. So definitely we have lot of lines. So we, rather than writing it as CLABSI, I have written CRBSI, that is catheter related bloodstream infections. So we'll focus more on this, and you all are well aware with the picture. सबको दिख रहा है पर कुछ गड़बड़ है? Can anyone tell me? Anybody can stand. I'm just trying to keep you awake. कुछ गड़बड़ लग रही है पिक्चर में? Do you think this is right? Something in this picture. Do you think this is right? एक ही पे सब कुछ लगा दिया है हमने और डेट भी उसी पे लिख दिया है. And can you make out something over here? No. यहाँ कुछ दिखाई दे रहा है? It's a tegaderm, transparent dressing, and we have put a plaster to write a date on it. And you can't see, all the motto is gone. And this is how we do it. Who's going to segregate it? Like today morning only we learned, na, segregation at source is important. Whosoever is producing is going to separate it there and then. So you should have a sharp disposal unit so as to avoid the needle stick injuries also. And you don't need, when you have a bottle like that, you don't need a vacuum. तो ऐसे नहीं है, because जैसे ही आप needle डालेंगे ऐसे ही आप air भी साथ में भेजेंगे, and hospital air is bad, it has got lot of bacteria. So this is not the right picture by any means. Now we know that, I'll tell you something about the central line, we'll go ahead, but definitely other lines are also important. Now we know that why do we put a central line? You want to give fluid, you want to give medications, you want to give chemotherapy, drugs and all. So that is the reason why you're putting up a line. So anything, any fluid, medication, whatever is it. But we know that with central line, we can have infections. And I'll give you one example. Suppose there is a river here and I tell you to jump and go across. आप ऐसे कूद के जा सकते हैं? Can we go? Yes or no? We all can do it. No. But if I make a bridge, can you all jump and go on to the other side? Yeah, so lines are acting like a bridge in the patient, and all the bacteria, they fall onto it, they like make it, use it as a bridge, and wherever they are inserted, they will travel and will reach that place and can lead to infections. And it's very much true for urinary catheter, very much true for other lines also. So we are actually providing the bridge to the bacteria, and that's the reason why we have infections. Okay. So when we talk about the catheter related infections or bloodstream infections, we know that we've been using PICC line, we've been using port, we've been using Hickman, we've been using cannula, and over and above central line, which is being used by majority of the hospital. Whenever you want to give more fluid, definitely more antibiotics and food and all. And when IV cannula is not accessible and you cannot use it for longer time. IV cannula to be used for how long? I can see so many kids, so I can question you also. कितने दिन use करते हैं IV cannula? 3 days. No. See, now there is a new guideline. You can use it for as many days as you want. So no more 48 hours, no more 3 days. Okay. So this is a new thing. अगर सब ठीक है and कुछ उसमें problem नहीं हुई है, कोई redness नहीं है, कोई swelling नहीं है, कोई कुछ नहीं है, you can use it rather than taking it out and putting up a new one. Same as for urinary catheter also. Initially it was, कितने दिन में change करते थे हम? Oh, 3 weeks. But अभी नहीं है ऐसे. You can use it for as many days as you want. So nothing of this kind is there. ठीक है? तो ये भी एक याद रखना है that you don't change it now. Now the thing is कि we know that when we are putting up a line, we are going to give infections to the patient. But can we avoid line? Can we tell him कि आप उठ सकते हो या नहीं हो? If you are in ICU, you have to take food on your own. You have to take oral medications on your own. Antibiotic भी आपको oral मिलेंगे. Can we do that? A patient is there in coma or maybe semi-conscious. क्या हम कर सकते हैं? No. So be ready whenever you put a line, some amount of infection is going to be there, but then we have to take care that how can we really prevent, and for what we are over here, then what can we go ahead with it. क्योंकि आपको दवाई भी देनी है, आपको सब कुछ देना है. So now there are two things which you have to learn. One is bacteremia, another is called as septicemia, and that's interrelated with the line. So I'll tell you how can we go ahead with it. Like you send a blood culture, it comes out to be positive, and when we go back to the patient, he doesn't have any fever. Because जब भी आपको bloodstream infections होगा, the first sign which you are going to get is fever. Okay? अब हमने sample लिया, but only thing is we got it, but हमने भेजा भी bottle में, and then ultimately bottle has come out to be positive. The microbiologist report comes that it is positive for some gram-positive bacteria. But patient is absolutely normal. So what do you think it is? And it is, if it is through a line, do you think I need to remove it? Yeah, okay. Let me tell you no. Okay, so I'll tell you, जो वो या था उसको हमने no में convert करना है. But how are we going to do it? It's not that कि when you have a line and there is fever and you send blood and it comes out to be positive, if it is a documented bacteria, which means gram negative, but we will not remove it, we will salvage the line. That's what I'm going to teach you, and I'll share how many lines we have saved in our hospital by doing all this. So I'll come down to that. Another is in septicemia. And like I told you that there is something called bacteremia, which actually creates a confusion because patient does not have fever. Okay, no symptoms are there, but then culture report is giving you a positive report. Now there's a confusion. Suppose there is an oncology patient, he's got cancer over and above, infection is there. Now the doctor is in dilemma now. Should I treat or should I leave? अगर आप treat करते हो, ठीक है, तो you may be giving an unnecessary antibiotic to the patient who is already immunocompromised, जिसकी सेना पहले से ही कम है. Antibiotic से आप उसके अच्छे बैक्टीरिया को भी destroy कर रहे हो. So this is one I have to think of. Another thing is कि if I don't do it, if I don't give him anything, because people with oncology, they have neutropenia, the count is just 500, the WBC. With that, sometimes they may or may not manifest fever. So what am I going to do if I miss it, if I don't give? So there's a confusion and we need to sort it out. Okay, so this is what I'm going to teach you today, that how are you going to do it? What are we going to do so that we have a concrete conclusion? Do I need to remove line? Do I need to keep it? Do I need to treat or I don't need to treat? Okay. Now there's something called septicemia where you will have enough amount of fever, multi-organ failure and all that is there. So that will give you the direct clue, yes, you need to treat. So we won't be bothered for that. We're more bothered when you get a report and there's no symptoms at all. Now thing is कि we know that we do have lines, and lines के साथ में invariably it is an associated infection, and when a patient gets infected in a hospital, invariably it is a carbapenem resistant bug because lot of them are roaming around in the hospital. If you monitor, you know that what is your data, you must be knowing it. And one carbapenem resistant infection means I need to give him colistin and meropenem at one time. So 5,000 in the morning, one dose, second, third, 15,000 in a day, multiplied by 7, 1 like 5,000. Extra room, extra everything is there, the doctor's fees and all, and the family who is there, he is also there for another 7 days. So this is going to cost him, like 3-4 lakhs. So one incidence definitely is going to cost him 2 to 3 lakhs, which we don't need it. But it doesn't mean that we need to avoid lines. We have to put it, but how to get away by it, so that's what we have to learn. Okay, now thing is कि when we have a line, whenever we talk about, there are two things which are more important. One is insertion and another is maintenance. And you can see that insertion is small. Anybody whosoever is who's an expert will put the line in one go, less infections. With maintenance is a big thing. Now when it comes to maintenance, so nurses play a big role in every shift, morning, evening, afternoon. Everybody has to learn if we really want the end result not to be there like BSI. So what we do is, like we have 3 things which are more important, 3-4 things. How is the operator? What is the skin flora? Did we kill it or not? Another is contamination of catheter, hub and lumen, and contamination of infusate. The fourth one is little low now because everybody is into quality check. We'll focus on the three things. So if you have infection within first week after you had put the line, it means that you didn't clean the area properly where it was inserted, the line. If it is long term, then we come into the healthcare associated infections, that the other environment or other things are a part. Now these are some factors like which will contribute to the infection. So one is your insertion circumstances, whether it was an emergency or it was an elective. Elective is usually we carry out, we take the patient to minor OT, or we take care, we plan it out, we have all the tray along with, we do have a nurse who is taking care of it. So invariably, if it is elective, then chances of infections are low because you follow the protocol. But in emergency, like यहाँ से उठा लो, वहाँ से उठा लो, ये भी ले आओ, वो भी ले आओ, तो it is all in a mess. So chances of infections are more. One. Another is whether you're putting up the line for the first time or you've already done it. If it is a first timer, definitely chances of infections are more because you are going to manipulate it. And with rest, it is definitely no. Then comes your insertion side, which is a big thing. Are you putting up in the femoral or subclavian? Actually, subclavian is the best choice. Chances of infections are low. Followed by that is internal jugular vein, and followed by that is femoral. So femoral should be the least choice because of the area. Chances of infections are more over there. Another is skin antisepsis, and this is an important part which I want to share, that how we had bring down our CRBSI rates. Alcohol and chlorhexidine are the ones who are the best. Alcohol does not work for gram-negative bacteria. And I told you in the morning also, Puri Asian build mein, it is the gram-negative which is predominant. And gram-positive, we carried out a study now, hospital alcohol does not work, even 80, 90 and 100%. So you have to use alcohol and chlorhexidine. And what we have done in our hospital is, like you take 100 ml of alcohol bottle, alcohol and chlorhexidine, give it to the patient. He will take bath if he is well and fine and coming from home. If he is admitted, then also you can tell him to take bath in a bucket. एक 100 ml की bottle, alcohol and chlorhexidine की bucket में डालेगा और उससे नहाएगा. That reduces the bioburden. Suppose there are 1000 bacteria which are present on your body, so that will kill 800. So now you have to deal with only 200. So when you are putting up a line or even when you are doing a surgery, that reduces the bioburden. तो आपको 1000 की जगह आपको 200 bacteria से deal करना है. So definitely कम हो गया. And over and above, when you do a cleaning with chlorhexidine and alcohol, so we do have swabs, we do have surgical hand wash along with surgical scrub also with that, and hand rubs also with alcohol and chlorhexidine, because alcohol is not working in the Indian scenario. It is being given by WHO and CDC, but आप ये देखो कौन सी population को देके देखते हैं. It is always the Western world, US and UK. There it is gram positive or MRSA or BRE which is more prominent. उनके 90% and 10% is only CRE. But हमारे यहाँ 90% is CRE and 10% is MRSA and BRE. Then is catheter lumens. Normally we put, the lumens when we want to give more fluids. But multi-lumen will give more infection, single will always give one. Then you have duration of catheter use. If you don't need any line, remove it, because it is unnecessarily telling all the bacteria, giving them an opportunity to go inside and cause infections. And another is barrier precaution, which means that you cover the mouth and nose of the patient also. If he'll cough and sneeze in that area, that will cause infection. So that's what you have to do it. This is like we carried out a paper and studies that alcohol is not working and alcohol and chlorhexidine is working. So what are the sources? One is extraluminal from the skin, intraluminal from the tubes and hubs if small amount of blood is left. And third is the insertion site itself can lead to all this. So we'll have to take care. And this is what is a biofilm which I was talking to you. If you don't clean the area, you will find that they will keep on collecting, and ultimately in third or fourth day you will find the amount is so much, and they will start traveling wherever they are inserted. And it's very common with COTY, but then it's no more less than CLABSI also. So they are responsible. So this is how it is. And thing is, when you have a sensitive bacteria, and even if one resistant bacteria is there, they share their characters, they need less food, increased gene transfer is there, and reduced metabolism. You will find they will all keep on changing their characters, they'll keep on sharing the R gene, and the whole lot will become resistant rather than the sensitive ones. So definitely the patient will have infections with the resistant bacteria. So main aim is to find out, to reduce the catheter infection. Why I'm saying is reduction. because there is something called endogenous infections also. So that will also contribute to the infection, but you can't do anything much because the type of patient we people deal with, they are not the ones who are very educated. They are not the ones who are aware about the hand hygiene. I don't even think कि उनको 11 steps के साथ hand wash करने के लिए आता है. And last step hand wash का is more important, where you take a tissue paper first and then wipe it, and उस tissue paper से आपको tap बंद करना है because sensor based taps are not available everywhere in India, and he is not even aware about the steps. So obviously he goes to the washroom, he doesn't even know how to use a jet. हाथ से उसने अपनी potty clean करी, he comes, हाथ पे उसके millions and trillions of E. coli and Klebsiella हैं, which we all have. But only thing is कि his things are normal for him, his things are not normal for us. तो उसने टैप खोला तो obviously उसके हाथ गंदे थे. He's left everything E. coli and Klebsiella onto the tap, and now he washes his hands, that ghuchur muchur kind, you know, like he does it. Ultimately he closes the tap, and then वो एक गीले वाले टॉवल से हैंड वॉश करता है या नहीं करता है. और इवन इफ ही यूजेस ड्रायर, सो ड्रायर इज अनदर बैड थिंग, क्योंकि उससे और ज़्यादा स्प्रेड करते हैं बैक्टीरिया, स्प्लैश जाता है. And then he opens the door, so he leaves all his bacteria onto the handle of the door. He will touch the side rail or he touch the cardiac table, and then ultimately वो वहाँ बैठ जाता है. And any patient who comes to you frequently, more and more, definitely he knows how to connect the line also. वो अपने आप connect कर लेगा. His Klebsiella, which was there in GIT tract, has now entered into the blood, and he gets fever. But then, can you differentiate that this is his endogenous and not our HAI? Can you make it out? Differentiate कर सकते हैं हम कि ये उसका है, हमारा नहीं है? No, you can't do it. E. coli is E. coli, Klebsiella is Klebsiella. You can't do it. But everything will come onto your brunt because you had been taking care and the patient is admitted in the hospital. So what we do is, we first have to identify what is CRBSI. So we need to have two characters. One is laboratory confirmed bloodstream infection, and the second is the device is present or not, and third is whether he's got symptoms or not, and another is how many days it's been. If it's just been 24 hours since the central line was inserted, we'll say that forget about it, it's not the cause. It has to be something else because you need 2 calendar days. So 48 hours is also not a defined definition now. We call it as 2 calendar days because उसमें we always used to sit and calculate 46 हुआ कि 47 है, अब एक 47 है या 48 लेना है नहीं लेना, so that used to be a confusional thing. So that's what you do. So you go to the lab, the microbiology prepares all the blood cultures which have come out to be positive, ICN will pick up that, she will go and see central line डली है कि नहीं, कौन सी date को डली है, and then you have he's got symptoms or not. Okay, so then and only then we'll take into it, and these are the symptoms which you all are well aware on it. So what do you do it? Here comes the answer to the question which I've asked you. If you get a culture report which is positive, and if it is a gram-positive bacteria, which is a skin flora, it is not a defined organism which is gram-negative. So what we do is, we send a paired blood culture. So what we have done is, it's not an extra cost to the patient. आप जितना एक पेशेंट का चार्ज करते हैं, 200 या 250 की एक बॉटल आती है, just charge extra for that. Suppose you are charging, you know, like 1,000 rupees for one blood culture, 1,000, 1,200, 1,250 or 1,200 depending upon the cost of the bottle for the duo. But promote this culture. If both the cultures are positive or gram positive, definitely it is present in the blood. If one culture is positive and that too coagulous negative or gram positive bacteria are present, it is not the cause. You have to see clinical criteria. If no symptoms, then forget about it. It is just that the sister did not clean the area properly and she has collected the sample. We always say that 15 seconds rub, 15 seconds wait, but they hardly do it. They'll rub it for 15 seconds and introduce the needle, collect the sample. Whether it is a PICC line or port, which is an easy thing, so you introduce, आपने 15 seconds rub करा and you introduce it. But bacteria need 30 seconds to be killed, and that is true for every place, whether I am collecting the sample, whether I am giving injection. Even if I want to give intramuscular injection, 15 seconds rub, wait for 15 seconds. One is alcohol and chlorhexidine will get evaporated, and another thing is you will kill the bacteria. The bacteria which are present live onto the skin will not go inside and will not lead to septicemia. So we are sending 2 blood cultures. So now when you send 2 blood culture, this is even if the patient doesn't have any line, I'm sending 2 so that there's no confusion. The doctor is clear. दोनों positive है, you treat. एक है तो you have to think. Gram negative with 1 also is significant because that is a defined pathogen. Staph or gram-positives are not a defined pathogen, it is a normal flora also. So that creates one confusion of bacteremia. Then another is, since if there is a line, whether line is culprit, suppose urinary catheter be a blood BL. So how do you differentiate? So what you do is you take a peripheral culture and you take a line culture. Line could be PICC line, port or central line, anyone. आप दोनों भेजोगे और जो भी पहले पॉजिटिव आएगा that is the one which is the cause. Suppose the central line comes out to be positive because the number of bacteria will be more in that area, and if it is like urinary tract infection है, blood में bacteria आएंगे तो peripheral culture will become positive late and line वाला पहले आएगा. तो जो भी पहले आएगा then you have to think of कि yes the line is culprit, do I need to remove or not? So for that what do is we salvage the line. हम लाइन को नहीं निकालेंगे बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ कॉस्ट आर इन्वॉल्व. द सेंट्रल लाइन का कॉस्ट, डॉक्टर डालने का कॉस्ट, माइनर ओटी में डाके डाला उसका कॉस्ट. सो डेफिनेटली वी डोंट वांट इट. एंड अनदर मेंटल ट्रॉमा इज देयर टू द पेशेंट एज वेल कि फिर से डाल रहे हैं. यू नो लाइक दैट शुड नॉट बी देयर. एंड पिकलाइन पोर्ट तो और भी ज़्यादा कॉस्ट करते हैं. So we'll not remove. So what we have done in our hospital is we put another line and give antibiotics according to the culture report. But 0.5 to 1 ml is inserted into either into the central line or PICC line and port, but we don't remove it. So what we have seen is like in 41 cases we have carried out the study, but in 3 we had to remove, but then rest 38 were all like we didn't need to remove the line. 3 में इसलिए हुआ because one had candida infection. You cannot give antifungals for 6 weeks through the cannula, so it cannot be. Then another was the patient was very sick. You couldn't even afford ki cannula se because a lot of fluids and antibiotic and chemo drugs had to be given. In another patient, fever came back. If fever comes back, definitely you have to remove, but we could save 38 lines. So what you need is you need to put an antibiotic block in the line, and another is put a IV cannula, give antibiotics accordingly, and that's how you can salvage the line. Don't remove the lines unnecessarily just because the culture has come out to be positive. So just don't do it. So this is how we do it, and don't remove. It's only if the fever comes back, then and only then you will remove. But then I'm telling you that out of 41, we carried out a study and we had saved 38 lines. So that's what we do. So this is like how we do it. Suppose there's a patient who's got a central line inserted on June 1 and on June 3, the central line is still in place and the patient's blood is collected for culture and the culture is positive for Klebsiella. Do we take it into account or not? Yes, no, जागना है भाई खाना खा के थोड़ा सा. What do you think? Just scratch your mind. Any ICN who's been collecting the data, I'm sure it's actually had put this for them. Anything? 2 दिन हो गए ना? So say yes, definitely it is there. Then there's another person who's got a central line inserted on June 1, June 3, the central line is removed. On June 4, the patient's blood is collected for culture and culture is again positive for Klebsiella. Yes, no? Yes, because it's removed only for a day and then inserted. Okay.